May 24th, 2021. It's a new week for me, man. I had a really rough 3 days, but that is life, and that is the nature of the beast in this business. Going to have some rough roads. I don't know. Happens. But one of the nice things that happened over there, it's kind of like a blessing and a curse, is Trae Young hitting that runner to end the game there against the Knicks. It made me a loser on my bet, but the nice thing is that I don't have to host the VIP show this week because our new host will be Brian Bittler. 7 days of hosting the VIP show. I'm really excited about that because it's a little bit of weight off my shoulders, and Brian's going to put on his tux, and he's going to take the middle square and throw it out to me and Rod and, kind of organize the whole show and, the flow and everything, because I think that people think I talk too much, and maybe now they'll say Brian talks too much. Who the hell knows, man? It's going to be interesting to see exactly how this goes. But Brian will be hosting our YouTube VIP premium show all week long. NBA playoffs. We've got 15 games tomorrow in Major League Baseball, 18 total games plus hockey, right?
Plus hockey, man.
Yeah, this is going to be...
No, I didn't agree to that.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's what you said. That's what we said, is that if you lose, you're fired, and if you win, you're host for a week.
I mean, if I'm being told that I have to.
No, you're not being told that you have to. This is what you
want.
This was your grand prize. You're the host.
That's not a grand prize. That's
people
like
think I talk. The comments
like
still.
Like kicking the balls when you win something.
Welcome to being Mitch. Well, how about this? I get up at 3:30 to prepare for the show, get everything together, right? And then I get on here and I try and make it somewhat interesting, fill in some holes, do whatever, give you guys some time to get your notes together and stuff like that. And then what I get is Mitch talks too much. Mitch says, right? So imagine getting just kicked in the balls on a regular basis over here, every single day. And so I think you'll be a good host. I think you just got to, clean it up a little bit, and, we'll see how it goes today at right after about 5:15 Eastern time. So, if you're not a VIP member, maybe a good time to check it out. If you are a VIP member, Brian killed it in his picks. He's been hot the last week after all the whining and complaining from everybody that I should take him out of the premium. My picks have stunk the last 3 days. I know that, and really bad. And Brian's have been red hot. So what better time for him to wear his Trae Young jersey and take the center square for the VIP show. I'm excited, bro. Brian, you excited to be the host? Sounds like you got a little bit of buyer's remorse going on over there.
Stuff like that. Yeah. I'm not excited about it.
Well, it's all right.
I have enough. I have notes to prepare for and things like that.
Well, welcome. How many videos do I do a day, and how many things am I doing? Plus, I'm managing. You think managing all these cappers isn't like herding cats? Come on.
It's all you. It's all you this week, man. Yeah. Come on, you can do it.
I'm excited,
man. Hard. You can do it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit out I'm gonna sit out in the hot tub where in the time I normally prepare for the VIP show. I'm gonna just sit out in the hot tub out there. Matter of fact, I might do the show from the hot tub. It's like I might do the show from the hot tub today. I'll just have my notes prepared in front of me. I'll just set up my iPhone, do it to the side. What you guys do? Throw my earbuds in. I'll just sit in the hot tub and kick it, as they say. What are you doing? I'm kicking it from the hot tub. That's funny. Oh, man.
Small card, but a very good card today.
Yeah, it is a good card. Got NBA action to get it rolling. I was looking at a lot of stuff recently, man. I've been looking at a lot of data. Like I said, we have some really cool things going on behind the scenes, and I don't know how long it's going to take to put everything together, but I know a lot of people are interested in the money moves and things like that. We're going to have our own product for the money moves since the other people won't even answer the phone, or answer an email. What we decided is we're just going to build our own product and compete head to head with them. And my guess is I won't sleep. I'll sleep a little less, and we will win. I think everyone knows my strategy. I think my strategy is about as transparent as it gets, right? It's funny, you see people try and copy what we do, like on all the other channels and everything, and they come up with all these stupid-ass names for their shows, like that's going to beat us, right? And it's like, it's called I Don't Sleep, you know? That's the name of our strategy, right? I Don't Sleep. It's funny, right? All these other shows and all these other people trying to do all these things. It's funny, like some of the channels, right? They have guys doing like the NBA video picks, and then it's like instead of covering all the games, they have like two guys covering the same game. You know, it's like does anyone have email here to communicate what game? It's like what exactly is this? It's like, let's compete with ourselves. It's like we don't have to worry about Mitch beating us. We're thoroughly capable of beating ourselves.
Beating ourselves. Yeah.
Oh man. Some of these channels, man. I even like some of the names are just too easy to make fun of, right? I mean, they're just so easy, some of these shows. It's like, you're kidding, right? And it's funny because that, like, the guys like the Wager Talk guys who still think they're bigger than us, you know, even though the last 30 days they had, let's see, let's look at their number. Let's laugh at their numbers again. Let's see, the last 30 days at Wager Talk, they had 357,000 views. And we had 1.7 million. Yes, you're much bigger than us. It's like your punchline, dudes. Like, imagine them without Kelly, how bad it's going to be, right? You know, congrats to Kelly on the ESPN job. She's awesome. Right?
Yeah.
She's good. I always like Kelly because she really knows sports betting. She's not just like, you know, someone that can't say the word parlay or like, you know, or doesn't know how the Vancouver Canucks pronounce their name. It's like she's actually someone that, you know, you see at the I've seen her at the books throw it down a few times on a game. You know, it's like I've seen her over there at the Westgate. So I know she's betting games. That was in the pre-app days. I don't know if she's doing the apps now or what, but yeah, definitely have seen her there betting at the window. But anyways, speaking about betting at the window, we got NBA action. Just 2 games today after a weekend full of games. We got the Heat and the Bucks going at it again. And the Heat are just not intimidated by the Bucks. It's like it's kind of like us against Wager Talk, right? Like they got like 50 guys and all these stars or whatever, and it's like we're just kind of like brush them to the side like they don't exist, and zero respect. And then you have the Nuggets and the Blazers, and the Blazers. Damian Lillard, last time out in the playoffs, they also won game 1 against the Lakers, but game 2, 3, 4, and 5 were not as good to them. So what happens here? You know, is it more Blazers to the good, or is it the same thing that happened last time? Brian?
Yeah, for me, in the free pick I'm giving out on the live show, and I really like it a lot. Could easily be a premium. I like the under, the 222.5. Under bettors got burned in the first game, but I get one going to overtime. I see a huge defensive battle going back and forth. Wouldn't shock me if the first team to 105 takes this game. So I think it's a strong play. Take the under.
Yeah, someone here is asking about their handicapping numbers, and it's like, to me, it's not about a week or a month or 3 weeks or anything like that. It's about years and years and years. And if you're a good handicapper, then can you do this for a living? You know, are you good enough to do this for a living? Because no matter how hot you run, you're going to have cold runs that are equally as cold. And can you withstand that hit? You know, have you won enough to withstand, you know, a cold spell that could last a month or more? Really, that's what it's about. It's minimizing losses and maximizing wins, and being able to do that over a prolonged period of time across multiple sports. Brian, would you say that's a fair assessment?
Yes. Very.
So me and Brian agree on something. There it is. Take note. It is 10:55 a.m. On May 24th. Brian and I strongly agree. Rod, what do you got?
Well, yeah, you got to stay afloat. Can't take too many lumps.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is
you can take some lumps.
Yeah.
'cause
Well, you
lumps
minimize your exposure on your losses, and you maximize your exposure on you maximize your wins, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take your shots. If you play to not lose and are constantly doing plus a run and a half and plus a goal and a half and stuff like that, you're not maximizing your wins when they do it. I think if you're going to do the plus goal and a half, plus run and a half, that in those spots, you have to put a portion of that at least on for the outright win, you know? You have to. And in order to maximize something on it. I mean, imagine, that my biggest win of all time, that people ask me my biggest win of all time, it was Pittsburgh against West Virginia in college football. It wasn't my biggest win. It was my biggest odds winner was Pittsburgh versus West Virginia, and they were plus 3,400, and they were 32.5-point underdogs in that game, and they won outright. And imagine, there's some people that bet it with the points, like me, and there are some people that bet it money line, like me. But, if you just bet it money line, it's just another win, right? If you just bet it points, it's just another win. But if you bet at money line, now you got, not only did you collect that cash, which I used, to finance, how much betting, how many games. It's basically 34 wins, is what that equals. It equals winning 34 games. It gives you that cushion, Yeah. You could lose 34 games in a row and you're even, It's like, that's how it's done. So I think that, that's, to me, that's the answer on that. I think, 30 units a week. I don't really know how many units you're betting a game, or, how exactly you got to there. I think you win, if you win 1 unit a day or half a unit a day, every day, well, you know what? That's great, but talk to me about over time, over a prolonged period of time across multiple sports. And you'll know, because what will happen? You'll get foreclosed on your house, or you'll get whatever. You have to get a job. God, that would be the worst for me, because I've never had a job I wasn't fired from, not once. I got fired from my own company. That's not easy to do. A company that I founded and built and financed from the startup. I got fired from 2 of them at the same time. And 1 of them I never got back. Yeah. Not good. Not good, man. Oh, man. Anyways. Rod, are you liking this NBA stuff?
In the NBA stuff, for me, I'm going to take the Nuggets in the first half. I see it -1. I think the Nuggets come on a little bit more fire and passion and drive in the first half. They get the nice win in the first half. I see it -1. I'll take that. And then I like the Blazers on the money line. They come back, do the Blazers' usual thing. They just look real good in that third quarter, and I think they can do it again. The Nuggets come out with a little more motivation, win the first half. Full game.
I'm really struggling on that game, to be honest with you, because I could see scenarios going both ways. I think it's really, really tough to beat a team on the road in the playoffs both games. I just think it's really, really hard to do. It's much harder, especially it's a must-win game for the it's a
must-win for the Nuggets,
it's
right?
a must-win at home.
But I think that's why I think they come out first half and strong, and they win the first half for sure. And then, I don't know, I think the Blazers do their Blazers thing and come back. They look like they got a little more motivation this year.
Any chance like the Blazers like go out blazing tonight and like or this afternoon like hit some of those some of those weed stores out in Colorado? They got some good ones and like come in like think that any chance? I mean,
I'm sure they got those in Portland.
Marijuana doesn't show up on the testing in the NBA anymore, right?
I think they do have that in Oregon. Well, aren't they allowed to in the NBA this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, NBA. It
is.
So, yeah. I think they're good. I think they're.
They are the Blazers.
I think they
are the Blazers. Blazing. I don't know. I think the Blazers might be a good live betting game. To be honest with you, I think I'm with you on that one. I like that. Yeah, why not? Big Tank's like, I'm definitely betting the live betters game. You know what? Really didn't take a lot of convincing over here. I think I'll live bet the game with you. Yes. I think I'll be live betting it. Why not? Yeah. Twist my arm.
Well, yeah, you hope a massive Nuggets first lead, like a good 15-point lead, and you get a big giant number.
Rod's over there. Don't make me live bet the Nuggets game. It's like, all right, you got me. Please.
you put too much, your book's going to be like, excuse me, no more live betting for you.
It's like, damn things. Oh man. Don't make me live bet. Yeah, I think that's a tough one. I like the Heat and the points though. I do. I think the Heat can win this one. I think that series is going to go 7 games though. So, one of these ones has got to swing to the Heat. Man, what a great series. This is some of the best first round playoff matchups I ever remember. There being where I mean, normally it's like, half of them are sweeps and just dominating sweeps. I don't see it here.
I don't see too many sweeps happening in any of these games either.
All right.
Well, maybe the Celtics might take a nosedive and exit stage right.
I don't know, man. I think to me it's like I think the Portland train, even though I rode it last year and I rode it at the end of the season, I don't love this spot, man. That's why I can't get behind it. I could see a path to them winning this game, but it's I just can't get there. So it's like, and I can't get the Nuggets. It's like it feels stupid if I bet on them and they lost. What the hell? It's not like the first time I'd ever feel stupid. Bet I mean, Brian is hosting the VIP show for the next week. So I'm excited. Roger, excited to have Brian hosting the VIP? I think a little bit.
Yeah, I think he'll do good.
Extra Brian.
Yeah.
He's going to call Romanelli, get some tips. Ruffalo. He called Ruffalo. He's been co-hosting for a while with Tony T over there. He's got, and he hosts those hockey videos. I'll give you some pointers. Yeah, what'd you think about that foul on Trae Young at the end of the game, man? I mean, come on. They called the foul and in the replay, and they confirmed it was a foul. I mean, like, what? You can't. I mean, an incidental bump that did not affect the flow of the game. I mean, I don't know, man. Whatever.
I didn't think that was a foul.
I think
there were some more blatant ones that should have been a foul that weren't.
The NBA wants a 7-game series, man. With the Knicks,
yeah.
They want all the Knicks games to go 7. You got the number 1 TV market, their number 1 team in that market. It's pretty much. The NBA definitely wants the Knicks.
Well, if that was true, they would have disallowed that foul.
No. They want 7 games. They want 7 games.
Well, why? If you want the Knicks in the playoffs, you want them to win the game. So
Not every game. You want it to go 7.
You
It will.
don't have to give the Hawks
Believe me,
games.
there'll be a makeup call in Atlanta. There'll be one. You know.
You
Believe
see
me.
calls like that for LeBron.
Oh
and
no, it's going to be
NBA
back to
superstars
the
all
wall.
time.
The
They get
Knicks
those calls.
back to the wall, and then it's going to be some kind of crazy
I mean,
thing.
how many times you see Julius Randle just like pinball into the lane and get a foul call?
He
know.
missed. He was terrible in the first half yesterday. He was hideous. I think the Knicks overall didn't. Down the stretch, I didn't like the way they handled the ball down the stretch either. They had that game won. They had it won. And I tell you what, I wouldn't have Burks inbounding that ball at the end of the game either. I would have had him shooting. He was shooting the best of anybody. Anyways, what are you selling today, Brian?
Going for 5 out of the last 6 days have been winning days off of 4-1 Sunday. 8-2, 80% NBA playoff start, postseason start. So today I got my Monday Night Money Shot No Limit 3-pack. You get my NBA, Major League Baseball, and an NHL pick, all for $40 at pickdogs.com. Now's the time to jump on that 7-day pass.
And for me, it's Kickstart the Week. We're up back-to-back winning weeks. So jump aboard, grab these. We're going to kickstart the week with these 5 bets. I got 2 NBA, 2 NHL, and 1 MLB. Totally love these plays. They're in our favor. And perfect opportunity to kickstart the week by cashing in big. So jump aboard the hot rod train to the cash window.
The People's Champion.
I got an MLB 3-pack. That's it. Also, we got our VIP show. Brian Bittler will be hosting for an entire week. It'll be interesting to see the progression. We'll have to make some of those GIFs files of Brian hosting. I'm going to throw it to Rod Zawacki for this one. You know what people are going to say? It talks too much. Let the other guys talk. I am kind of looking forward to it.
I'm a man of little words.
Well, the thing is that you being a man of little words is what they hold against me. So it's going to be interesting to hear
I want
how
a better
this
prize
goes.
than that. That's a booby prize. I want a real prize.
It's not a booby prize. It's what you
It's
wanted.
a booby prize. It's not what I wanted. I never said that.
Yeah, you did. You didn't say you didn't. Rod, did you hear him say, no,
Well,
I don't want that?
I
didn't say
didn't
you
hear
didn't.
that right. My audio cut out. And I didn't.
Oh, it did.
I had spotty internet.
Been talking to Ruffalo again. It's like whenever Ruffalo's like the spotty internet, you know? It's like some guys are like the trip to the hospital guys. Ruffalo's the spotty internet guy. I mean, he lives in a major city, in one of the biggest cities in the world. It's like spotty internet, really not a good enough excuse. Because now with the phones and with the hotspots, I'm thinking about doing some of these shows from, with remote. I'm going to see with 5G. We're going to have to do some tests, so I don't have to be home to do the show every time. Especially with the new video stuff, the way the videos are now. Gives me a lot of afternoon time. Always get mixed reviews on those videos. Some people say, I want the old format back. So here's a dumbass comment on the YouTube, right? On the hockey video, Rod. So I don't watch the hockey videos, but you could tell me. So this one is on your Penguins Islanders game, right? And this is how stupid people are, okay? This is called the moron comment, okay? So listen to this one. Sounds like you guys have it as a coin toss and purposely split the picks to cover yourselves. Now, I know these guys, okay? I know them all pretty well. We're not just, cappers. We're also friends, right? So we certainly talk outside of what you guys see here. And I can tell you one thing. that Tony, I don't know who's, I think I saw 4 people on the show, so I'm going to guess it was Ruffalo, Rod, Tony Brown, and Romanelli. I'm going to guess that they didn't conspire ahead of the show and say, okay, you take this team and you take this team. You take the over, you take the under, you take this team and you take that. That's called what the boiler rooms do. Okay. I can seriously doubt that that's what, that's just what kind of moron comment is that? I got an email from a guy who is a pretty good, customer of us in the premium, of my premium picks, thinking that me giving out all of my NBA picks for free on Saturday was a scam, trying to make more money than giving them out as premium picks. Because I'm trying to get people to join the VIP. I don't even understand the logic there. It's like on the VIP show, I give out one of the premium picks of my premium picks for the day on the VIP show, right? One a day. The other picks are picks I like. I just go. It's basically we're going through the same. There's only X amount of games. We go through the games. We give late analysis on those games and some money line moves. Right? That's basically what the VIP show is. I would love to make it even more than that. We did halftime picks as well. We hit again. Right?
Yep. Totally hit the halftime one again.
I don't understand that comment.
Well, it's stupid because there's no way we get together. We go around the horn. We don't even have time to. We don't even hash anything beforehand. We just go in, shoot the videos. Everybody gives their opinion, what they like, and it just happened to be that way. I bet you couldn't even guess who's on who in the Islanders and Penguins game.
I bet I could guess.
Sounds like you guys have it a coin toss and split the picks. How do you guys decide who's gonna get which pick on that? I don't even. It's just so moronic. It's like people make these assumptions. It's like people make a lot of assumptions about me too. It's like, believe me, you could ask these guys. I never, when I started my website, I never had picks for sale. Everything was free. The selling of picks was created by the audience. It was 100% created by the audience, just like everything else we do. The YouTube Premium was created by the audience. It wasn't created by me. The VIP was created by the audience. This is a product that was created by the audience. Brian might have mentioned it, and then everyone said, "Yeah, let's do it." Right? It's like I don't come up with this crap. I do more free pick videos than anyone. Ask Urban Cowboy. He'll tell you. Is that? Oh, it's Indian Urban.
Urban Cowboy's John Travolta.
That's Johnny T. Yeah. Oh, those summer nights. Anyways, we got to get moving because we got 5 NHL. Only for so few games, man. This is a lot of fillers.
Talking too much.
I talk too much. Just get to the picks. Get to the picks. Do they do MLB? No, we haven't really done much at all, to be honest with you.
We've done 2 NBA games so far.
Raising the Jays in the afternoon game. And then we've got the Marlins and the Phillies, 6:40 p.m. start. And then Spencer Turnbull returns to the mound after the no-hitter. Got Austin Gamba on the mound for the Rockies against the Mutts. And let's just go with those 4. Brian, the host, Bittler.
Yeah, no host. I originally had written down the Toronto Blue Jays to talk about, but I see now it's a bullpen game. I still lean towards the Blue Jays. The Rays, fat and happy, winners of 10 in a row. I think this is the get-out-of-town game for them to head back to Tampa. I'm going to lean towards the Blue Jays. I like the Phillies, plus 110 with everybody on Rogers and the Marlins. Rogers has had a Cy Young type season, but Eflin's been serviceable. The strikeout-to-walk ratio is good, and he keeps the Phillies in it. And then the last one, my best bet, I like the Rockies. I think they're the best dog on the board as far as free picks go. Gomber's been his last 11 and 1/3 innings. He's had 13 strikeouts, 2 walks. Rockies won 3 straight. I know they've been brutal on the road. I think they only have 2 wins, but I like that. And the Mets are coming back from a 9-game road trip. First game back at home. I like the Rockies tonight.
For me, I'm definitely opposite of that. The Rockies on the road, 2-17 this year. But there are 12-43 of their last 53 road games versus a team with a winning record. I'll take the Mets until the Rockies actually show they can actually win games on the road. Easy one there for me. And the other one, I'm going to take the under in the Turnbull game. Turnbull's last 6 home starts, 6-0 to the under versus a team with a winning record. The Indians 10-4 to the under. Their last 14 versus right-handed starter. I'm going to take the under 8.5 on that one. The 2 I like in that spot.
I like the Indians against the Tigers. I think fading the pitcher after the no-hitter is one of my favorite pastimes. I'm going to go with that. Anyways, we go to our next set of games. Padres, Brewers, Orioles, Twins, White Sox, Cardinals, and the A's and the Mariners. Kikuchi moved back to this spot after he was supposed to start on Sunday. From the city of Philadelphia, your host, Brian, sharp as a knife, Bittler.
That's right, baseball is very, very sharp, so make sure you don't get caught on a Filet-O-Fish patty. For me, the Milwaukee Brewers are probably the best later play. We're going to lay some juice. You got Brandon Woodruff on the mound, clearly lights out, the better pitcher in this matchup. The guy goes usually 7 innings a game, 1.58 ERA, 65 strikeouts, 14 walks. The Brewers here, that's a gift of a price.
The only one I like in that time spot is I'll take the Padres on the run line over the Brewers. Woodruff, him and his he's probably the leading pitcher here with the least amount of run support. And I've seen what the Padres lineup can do to hitters, and I'll take the Padres on the run line in this one. I have no faith in Woodruff.
Here's the conundrum on that one, Rod. When you say that, and this is a common theme. Okay, this is the plight, as you say, of the number one starter. When you're the number one starter, you're usually up against the other team's number one starter. So that means your team is not going to give you a lot of run support, and that's why to be a real number one, you need to be able to hold. You need to be able to pitch it an occasional shutout, and one run shutouts. That's what you pretty much have to do, because
Snell in one game where he made it to 6 innings. Normally he gets 4 or 5 innings and he's out of there.
With Blake Snell.
Snell.
Snell's a 4 inning.
Fun start this year.
Snell has become a 4.1 inning guy. He's not the same guy that we saw in Tampa.
Me and Ron aren't on the same wavelength today. We're polar opposites.
That's all right. Maybe you could bet your hosting spot with Rod. Maybe you could.
But then I'd have to take the Padres.
Now that you have he's got the Padres run line. You could just take the Brewers run line. You like them anyway.
Yeah, plus 1.5.
Yeah, it's too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
It's a hot diggity dog.
I want a prize worth getting.
Wow.
You should just give me $1,000 bonus. That would be nice.
I was going to offer you a trip to Hawaii, first class tickets, but
I'll take
give the
that.
1,000
Yeah.
instead.
Hey, no. I'll take the first class ticket.
You know,
I'm there. I'll be there tomorrow.
Brian, first class Bittler. There you go.
No, it's take it to the bank, Bittler.
I don't like that. It's too long. I like sharp. If you're going to go long, I think sharp as a knife. And that way you can just narrow it down to the knife.
We'll see.
Brian the Knife Bittler. Slash in the books.
I like the knife.
What's that?
I like the knife.
Yeah, I like the
With
knife.
Knife is the winner. Who said the knife?
I did.
Yeah.
Slashing the books. Sharp as a knife. We could also do the tack. Sharp as a tack. What?
I love my baseball.
How about ice pick?
I like take it to the bank.
It's too long. It's too
I
long.
guess you're right.
Too long.
You don't get to vote your own nickname, by the way.
Yeah.
That's not how a nickname works. It's not like, oh, I like that, I approve.
I like the guys that
That's not how
I
nicknames
like.
work.
I
It
do.
definitely don't work like that.
It only in professional wrestling. It only works in professional wrestling. The American Dream, Brian Bittler. The Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour. Stardust himself. The American Dream, Brian Bittler. Only in professional wrestling you get to do that.
Maybe the razor. I like that.
The Razor is good, but I think the Razor's taken. I think we have Razor Ray Monahan.
That's right. We got Razor Raymond. That's right.
Razor's taken. We could make you the Bulldog. It'd be the Battle of the Bulldogs. That's what people said. Bulldog was actually the number one recommended one. Was Bulldog. We'll have to put a poll. We can do it right here on our YouTube channel.
Just make sure you tag Rod in the poll.
What do you mean? For a nickname?
Yeah, tag
He's
Rod.
next. He's next. We got a lot of these Mondays, with not a lot of games.
Yeah, it's raining Monday, so have at her.
Rod. It's just nothing there.
Hot Rod's the way to go, I told you.
Hot Rod is good. But it's like, it's kind of like, it's too short of a nickname. Hot Rod Zawacki. We could try it. What do you guys think? Hot Rod. What's a good Rod nickname? Rod's like, you frickin' Rod. Rod, give me the look.
As long as it's not Rodney, we're good. No Rodney. God.
How about blank face? Blank face. We could thank Mike Bedford would be the winner for that contest. Rod's like, you can't let this guy back in the group. I'm like, Rod, that's gold. I'm like, he's in. It was like, it's really my favorite. Rodzilla. Rod the Bod, Rod the Bulldog. We don't care about Scott the Bulldog Rickenback. He's a turd, man. We'll just change his name to Turd. No, he's not a turd. We like Scott. We just don't agree with some of the things. We just don't see things eye to eye, as they say. He works with people we would never work with. That's really what it comes down to. Rod Wacky Tabaki Zawaki.
That's a little long.
Rod beat the snot Zawaki. Rod the snot beater Zawaki. Rod dance and chat Zawaki. Brian, the waitress likes me, Bittler. Brian, hot diggity dog.
I missed the play in the baseball board.
Brian,
I shouldn't give it out.
Brian, ice cold Bittler. Brian's been really hot. I've been ice cold the last 3 days. As I like the White Sox here with Lance Lynn. Why not? Minus 180. I really hate that price. I really hate it.
That's in your wheelhouse.
I know. I really hate the price. I guess I'll lay the run line. That's what they want you to do.
Lay the -1. It's minus 122.
That's what they want you to do. They want you to lay the run line. Nah, I'm just going to take the minus 180 and throw it in my parlay.
I missed my play on that board. The Minnesota Twins.
I knew you were going to say that.
I forgot it, and now I can't not give it out. It could have been a preview,
now we have to go over Matt Shoemaker's resume.
Matt Shoemaker has had
6.08 ERA.
2 of his last 3 starts have been quality starts. The Minnesota Twins got that nice.
Yeah,
Orioles have lost 6 in a row.
The sandwich game. You know.
I like the Minnesota Twins today.
Yeah, the one that you're talking about is that was against the Tigers with Miggy when Miggy was out of the lineup and they couldn't hit. So it's like he had the big game against them when Miggy was out. And
I think it looks a little good.
But outside of that, I mean, the game before that, he gave up that 3.1 innings, 8 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 2 bombs. So you don't
think John Means at a 1.74 ERA is a little tempting at minus 105? Looks like a trap.
That's what he was last time.
Well, I gotta look at it at the VIP.
That's what he was last time out, and he was the same thing last time, and it was money.
It almost was a premium. I just couldn't do it today.
Oh.
I couldn't fight the fight. Almost. I just didn't feel like getting in a war over the top.
I'm gonna take the Mariners here with Kikuchi also against Frankie Montas because I can.
Mariners are bound to get hot again.
No, they're not.
The Athletics shouldn't be laying minus 160 after their debacle yesterday.
Anyways, let's go to the NHL. Got the 5 games. Montreal against the Leafs. It's 1-1, right?
1-1, yep.
Then we got Penguins and the Islanders, 1-1 also.
2-2.
2-2. Panthers, Lightning. What's this one? This is
3-1.
3-1. And then we got the JTS Jets 3-0.
3-0.
Against Edmonton. Wow, Edmonton, after the trade last year, this has to be major disappointment, right? Because last year when they did the trade, they thought, man, that was everything, right? Now it's like
Romanelli was so sad last night when the Jets scored that goal.
I think Rod, someone going to get fired? Rod, Edmonton goes out 4-0 here. Someone going to get fired?
They should get fired.
Probably not. But
what about Ruffalo?
It still says it's the Oilers still have nothing on the back end. You can't have 2 guys and expect to win cups with 2 guys.
Well, can we
fire? Stink. Both goalies stink right from the beginning. I was like, oh, we traded for Smith. Yay!
Well, how about if we fire Ruffalo instead? It's like everything got swept. Ruffalo, you're out of here. It's like remember. You know how you're the co-host of the drive-thru? You can cross that one off. It's like, that's it. Edmonton gets swept. Ruffalo will host Bittler's VIP spot.
Nah, just put Ruffalo in charge of a handicapping contest. So
maybe we should make Ruffalo the host of the VIP show. I really don't want to be on the show anymore, to be honest. So that's what I'm working on here.
Yeah, it's not a prize. It's a lot of work to do what you do. So
no one seems to think so.
I spend all day writing down notes and stuff like that.
Imagine herding cats and doing videos and everything else on top of it, man. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning talking to Australia. Let's see what we got. And the Golden Knights against the Smudges. What's that series, Rod?
3-1 as well.
For Vegas?
Yep.
Wow. It's a little disappointing there for the Smudgies, right?
Yep.
They got a tough draw here, right? They kind of got a.
They did. You got to play the hottest team.
Yeah.
Best defense in the NHL by far is on the Vegas Golden Knights.
You think as we go, right? So as we look at the body of work now, Vegas, because they're a couple years in now as a team, as an expansion team, right? They're a few years in. If you just take like their entire history, and then you look at the history of every other NHL team, Vegas has got to rank as one of the best playoff teams in NHL history based on their, right? They have to be. It'd be Montreal and them, right? It would be those.
They got lucky with one heck of an expansion draft that they were able to grab with that expansion. That was the best expansion draft in NHL history that got them their bulk of their players.
It wasn't just the protection.
They also made
the limited protection that made that
trades,
expansion draft. Was it limited protection or was it just bad protection by the GMs around the league?
Of course, some of these guys, it was limited to what they had, so you had to put out a couple guys in the draft that you were hoping that they were gonna get taken and scooped up. Well,
they got them all.
The guy they had in Vegas who he knows hockey and knows his stuff and scooped all those guys up, and then they made some trades as well, right? They made some trades with some of those guys that they scooped up. They traded them back to teams and picked up more guys and some draft picks. And
this is an amazing thing, with what's happened in Vegas. With an expansion, because it's not like a team that moved cities, like it happens, and then all of a sudden, the thing. But there's only been a handful of teams that have had this kind of success this early. I would have to go to the Miami Dolphins. Who a few years into expansion hired Don Shula as their head coach and were winning Super Bowls. You go to that. You look at maybe the Toronto Blue Jays, with Joe Carter and that area, but even that was a little deeper in.
Miracle Mets.
Yep, the Miracle Mets. But it's like
the Oilers. Yeah, actually, when you look at the Edmonton Oilers, when they were made, they came in 79 and 80, and they had a bad year. And then 80-81, they made it all the way to the Cup final and got beat by the Islanders. And 81-82, they won the Stanley Cup and then went to win on a bunch more. So the Oilers were a good team. Started off expansion. I think the next NHL will be Seattle, the Kraken. And now they'll have the same kind of expansion draft like they did for Vegas. Seattle could come out big winners too. Come out with some good talent out of that pool. Because they want to make them competitive, right? So that's what they do. They give them, here, you guys get a good pick of the pool to get some good guys. So that way you're not fighting bottom of the league right out the gate. But for me in these hockeys, I'm going to take the Islanders here. I think the Islanders... Big win last game, tied up the series. I think they come into Pittsburgh here and steal another win and put a little pressure on these Penguins. Give me the Islanders on the money line over the Penguins. And I think the Florida Panthers are done. I'll take the Tampa Bay Lightning. Panthers can go golfing. They're done. Lightning's just too strong, too much. Give me the Lightning in that one. And same thing, give me Vegas. Vegas defense is just way too much. I'll take Vegas in that one. And I like the under, just like I was in the video, under in the Oilers and the Jets game. And if you go check out the hockey video, the Oilers and Jets, put in the final score in the comment and win a 3-day pass from either me, Chris, Romanelli. Check it out.
For me in the NHL, tonight in the drive-thru, I'm going to do the Islanders and Penguins, moneyline winner. But of the other games, I like the Montreal Canadiens at home at this plus money. Leafs are just 6-13 playing in Montreal. I just think this Canadiens team has a lot of heart. I think they steal another one from Toronto today. So I'll take that plus 140 payout.
I like the Penguins. against the Islanders. They're just too good at home. I also like the Panthers at home. They're another really good home team. Take them too. Yeah, the Smudges, I mean, I think they have an excuse of anybody. They just got dealt a horrible hand here.
They got the Oilers. He had a good regular season. That came crashing down with their goalie. The Edmonton Oilers cast off from last year.
Vegas has a chance to go, right? I mean, they could go all the way to the final here. It's going to be them or the Avs, right? I mean, it looks like the West.
I think the West is down to Avs or Knights.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. And the other side is going to be
I see Rod jumping on Colorado.
Boston or Tampa.
Got to get Rod an Avalanche hat.
Rod a Colorado hat.
Watch out, I might get Boston, remember? They were my overpaid bums, and now they got Hall. So, I like Boston.
You and Ruffalo can go to a Bruins game together.
Pittsburgh Penguins might be, about to get that moniker here tonight. Go Islanders.
I don't think the Grizzlies got dealt a horrible hand. The Grizzlies dealt themselves that hand. They dealt themselves that hand. The Grizzlies were well within. Well, the Grizzlies could have finished like sixth or in the conference. Like, they just kept losing.
How about the Grizzlies last night? I guess they aren't the worst playoff.
I still think they're the worst playoff team. They won one. I still think they're the worst playoff team.
It's not easy to go into Utah and win.
No, not easy to go into Utah and win. But my guess is the buck stops there. Congrats on your one win. Got some excellent parting gifts for you. Case of rice-a-roni or something. Tell you what, there's just not any good weed shops in Utah. That's not.
Wouldn't know.
There's nothing in Utah. I don't even think you can buy alcohol.
In Utah?
Yeah, Utah is like the toughest of all states for everything. Yeah. It's like if you ever look at like those wine online things, not that I don't drink, but I mean, you look at the wine online and stuff, it's like we ship everywhere but Utah.
No, I've never noticed the little fine print of the. Didn't know.
All right. Parlay
so Utah's
time.
Like the oddball of the states? Is that what it is? Are they like the Quebec of Canada?
It's a heavy Mormon population.
Alrighty.
Yep. BYU, Brigham Young. Salt Lake City is like the Mormon capital of the world, I believe.
Never been an urgency run to Utah. Utah, here we come.
I don't know. It's supposed to be beautiful, though. I don't think they'll let me in the place, personally. Anyways, it's like, yeah, we'll let Mitch and screw the whole thing up. All right. Parlay time. Rod?
All right, we're doing a mixed sport. We're going to take the Denver Nuggets, first half. Take the Mets, money line. And take the Islanders on the money line. Parlay those three up.
Brian?
Hit the parlay yesterday. Got to try to nail one today. Take the under in the Miami Heat Milwaukee Bucks game. I think it's 222.5. Also take the Minnesota Twins on the money line and the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line.
I'll take Vegas. I'll take Vegas Knights. With the Penguins and the Panthers. All right, recap. Rod.
NBA, we're going to take the Nuggets. First half, Blazers, full game. MLB, we're going to take the Mets on the money line. Detroit, under 8.5. Padres on the run line. NHL, we're taking the Islanders on the money line. Tampa on the money line. Vegas on the money line. And the under in the Oilers game. My parlay, take the Nuggets first half. Mets money line. Islanders money line. And jump on board and get your week kick started with my 5-pack. We're going to make a nice big winning Monday to kickstart our week. Stuff our pockets with cash. Jump on board.
Brian?
I got the under 222.5 in the Milwaukee Bucks and Miami Heat game. And then in Major League Baseball, Phillies on the money line. Toronto Blue Jays money line, Rockies money line, Twins money line, Brewers money line, and then in hockey, the Montreal Canadiens on the money line. My parlays, the under in that Bucks Heat game, combined with the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. And make sure you check out my Monday Money Shot 3-pack, where I look to get winning days in 6 of 7. So check that out, bigdogs.com.
Just making sure I get that premium show up. It's like sometimes I get sidetracked and then it's a problem. Hey, did you put the premium up? People freak out, but as they should. Anyways, I like the Miami Heat on the money line tonight. I also like the Cleveland Indians against the Tigers. I'm gonna flip teams. I took the Mets in the video, but I actually like the Rockies, I think, in that one with Gomber. And I like the White Sox minus 180. It's my Bittler pick. Anyways, in hockey, I took the Penguins, the Panthers, and the Vegas Knights, and I couldn't name one player on any of those teams. So I took those, and those were also my parlay. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Let's make it a winning day. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow, and of course, we'll be back later on with our YouTube Premium Late Show, and of course, our VIP show hosted by Brian the Butter Knife Bittler. Got going to be exciting. I'm ready to see what Brian kind of chops he's got for the center square. Can't do it. Got my ingrown toenail.
Internet's a little spotty. I might not make it.
I don't know, man. I think you can do it. Rod, what do you think? You think Brian can do it?
Yeah, I think he can do it too. I'm quite sure that you'll be there.
Yeah. You'll be there.
Hit the join button down below. Come in and we'll watch.
It's great because I lost, but I won.
Yeah, see, that was a bet where Mitch would win either way, so it wasn't really any win for me. It's not fair.
That's fair.
I like it.
I knew it when that happened. I was like, well, he's going to win either way, so, you know. That's life. Everybody can relate to it that has a job and goes into work.
I think he said. Right. I think Mitch said he was the boss, and you agreed. So
yeah, and I think what we could also do is we could send Brian the lucky penny so he can use it for the.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. Have a winning day. And, of course, I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. I'm really excited for this VIP show today. See you then.